Here children, it's grade 4, block 8 and S1. So block 8 lesson name is Habitat and Adaptation. So today's your topic is Animal Habitats, presented by Caroline teacher. Right, open your reader, page number 52. So here I am reading, just you also read with me. Animals live everywhere on the earth. They live in mountains, oceans, plains, deserts, grasslands and the polar regions. The natural environment in which an animal lives is called its habitat. Forests, grassland and deserts are some examples of land habitats. Lakes, rivers, seas and oceans are examples of water or aquatic habitats. A habitat provides animals with food, water, shelter, protection from predators and place to raise their young ones. Animals have certain features that help them survive in their habitat. Such features are called adaptations. Right children? Again you read, underline, so many hard words are there in this one. So underline each and every hard word, whatever you will feel. When you are reading, which word you will feel hard, just you underline it immediately and write these hard words as a keywords in the class workbook. Draw the double margin, write down the heading and write the keywords and write these keywords, right? Hard words as a keywords. Now, here different animals live in different places, right? Some animals live in very cold places, some live in very hot places, some live in water. So here the home or natural environment of a living thing is called a habitat, right? So if it is removed from its habitat, what happens children? It will die, isn't it? For example, a fish cannot live without water, isn't it? So here living beings have certain features which help them to live in a particular habitat, right? So in the natural world, a living thing adapts or changes itself to suit its surroundings or a particular way of life. This process is called adaptation, right? So here different habitats have different features children. For example, in deserts there is sand, right, which becomes hot during the day and cold at night, and there is scarcity of water also. So animals in these regions need to have big padded feet to survive, right? So they also have adaptations in their body to help them live with less water, right? So what animals will live in this one? Camels, reptiles and some birds and insects are found here, right, in desert. Okay, now we will go in polar region. In the polar region we'll see most animals have thick fur to protect them from the extreme cold. Extreme means heavy cold will be there. So polar bear and penguins are found here. So now we will go to the forest. In forest many animals live on trees, isn't it? So and their limbs are adapted to climb the trees. Animals living in water have webbed feet. What feet they will have? Webbed feet they will have over there. So here how this webbed feet will help? This webbed feet will help to swim or have fins to swim. Some fish will have fins to swim and ducks, penguins will have webbed feet to swim, right? So their bodies have either a smooth or slippery skin like the fish or very tough and hard skin like the crocodiles and turtles to help them survive in water, right children? So animals living in grasslands. Now we will go with the grasslands. The animals which live in grasslands have thin skin, have stripes on their bodies, or their color is like grass, right? So now here some other habitats are oceans, seas and high mountains. Animals living in these regions also have unique features to survive in their habitat. Right? Cows and sheep living on mountains have thick fur to protect them from the cold. Okay, so the habitat provides an animal food, water, shelter and a place to rear its young ones. And it is the natural environment of the animal. Okay, so here what happens if the habitat of an animal changed? What happens if the habitat of an animal is changed? It becomes difficult for it to adjust and live, and it takes time for the animal to adjust to its new habitat, isn't it? And sometimes it will die also. So this is the lesson. Now what you do, open your the workbooks, children. We will see what it is there in the workbook, right? Page number 44 from your workbook. Here you can see page number 44, animal habitat. See, first one, animal. What is this one? See the pictures. Camel. This is a desert. Next one is called water bodies, right? Next one is ice. Okay, polar bear, ice. Next one here, forest. Okay, so here write the names and features of the habitat. What habitat is this? What habitat is this? Desert. So how the desert will be? Just now I have explained for you how the desert will be. Desert, it will be a very sandy weather, isn't it? Sandy, sand. Sorry, sand. So much sand will be there, and how it will be? Sand will be there, and very hot during the daytime and cold in the night, isn't it? And scarcity of water. So these are the features you have to write to this habitat, and write the features of the animal that lives here. Features. Which animal will live over here? So here, which animal will live, children, here? Camels, reptiles and some birds, and goats also. Birds, they will live here. Why? What features they have? They will drink very less water, right? They need less water. They will drink very less water. That you have to write. Next one, when we'll go, here animals live in water bodies. Okay, so write the animals that live in the water bodies. Animal living in the water bodies, what they will have, children, here? Write the names and features of the habitat. Here you have to write the names and features of habitat. Water, water is there, isn't it? Full water, only water is there. So here write the features of animals that live here. The animals which live in water, here you have to write water, and water bodies also you can write over here. And which animals will live? Animals living in webbed feet, animals will live over here. And the animals which will have, frog also will have webbed feet, ducks also will have webbed feet, and fish will have fins because they will swim with the fins, isn't it? So they breathe with the gills. So no need of gills, but you write fish, frogs, ducks and some other birds also there. They will live over here because they have a webbed feet. Now next one, polar bear. Polar bear, write the name and the feature of habitat. Extreme cold, polar region, isn't it? How it will be? Polar region, extreme cold. So here, which animals will survive over here? Write the features of the animal. Animals which will have a very, just now what I said for you? Animals which will have a thick fur to protect themselves from the extreme cold. The animals which is having a thick fur. Example, polar bear and penguins will survive over here. Next one, coming to the forest, isn't it? What you will see in the forest? Features of the forest. It will have trees, shrubs, herbs, isn't it? So many trees, many bushy, it will be dense forest, isn't it? Thick forest. So different types of plants, creepers, herbs, shrubs will be there. So write the features of animals that live in this one. So which animals will live in that this one forest? Right? Which animals will live? Yes, yes. Here animals living in the I think this is forest or grasslands also. Forest this is. So you write down here I said here monkeys, isn't it? Many animals will live over here, isn't it? Because many animals will live over there. So like what is this one? Lions will be there, zebras will be there, tigers will be there. Okay, so here they will have a thick fur also to protect from the predators or from the cold, right? To raise their young ones also. You have the snakes also to raise their young ones. And snakes will be there, lions will be there, monkeys will be there, birds will be there, deers will be there. Okay, so many more animals live over here, isn't it? So they will have feathers, and they will have what is that one? They will have here they will have a they will have the monkeys will have a claws to jump from one tree to another tree, isn't it? And lions, it is a shelter, and they will take they will take stay in the dens, isn't it? Sometimes they will stay under the trees also, right? So you write like that. Next one is, what would happen if the desert camel exchange its habitat with the polar bear? Wow, my here what would happen if the desert camel exchanges habitat with the polar bear? What a logical question they have given over here, children, for you. Second one. So what happens? It will be difficult for them to survive, isn't it? So here it is highly impossible. A camel will find it difficult to keep its body warm, and a polar bear also will find it difficult to live without water and walk on sand, isn't it? So here the features of these animals are different. Polar bear will have thick skin, and the water animals will have fins and webbed feet, and the camels will have hump to store the water over there, right? So here lions and monkeys will have snakes, birds will have feathers to fly over here, monkeys will have a claws to jump from one place to another, like that. The features are like that to survive in their habitats, right? Now we will see the question. What questions are there for you to write now, right? Turn to page number 54, 55, 56. Okay, go to 56. Question number 1 it is. What is question number 1 over there? What is a habitat? Why it is important for animals? What is a habitat? Habitat, here already I told, here it is there. Page number. What is habitat? A natural environment. Page number 52. A natural environment in which an animals live is called a habitat, right? So here one more is there. Two questions they have asked you. Why is it important for animals? Why it is important for animals? Here, a habitat provides animals with food, water, shelter, protection from predators, and place to raise their young ones, right? So from here to here and from here to here, just you write down. Next one. Question number 2. Which animals have thick fur as their which animals will have thick fur as their body covering? How does it help them to survive in their habitat? Which animals have thick fur as their body covering? How does it help them to survive in their habitat? So here animals living in polar regions have thick fur as their body covering, children. It protects them to keep their body warm, and they can survive in the extreme winters due to thick fur on their body. That answer you have to write. Okay, so next one, why do animals living in dry regions have dry scales on their body? Dry scales on their body. Okay, so now you do one thing, just you leave off first and second, you complete, children. Don't go with the third one. First and second you complete. Okay, write neatly with pen, children. When your books are coming for the corrections, your handwriting is not at all good. Please don't give your books for your parents to write. You must sit and write neatly and correctly. Thank you, children.